going to talk about Tesla and what they could potentially do at the end of this quarter, or really once the quarter ends and the 7,500 tax credit, 7,500 federal tax credit disappears. What are some other demand levers that they can try and boost really value with Tesla vehicles? And what's funny with this is that someone asked Grok this, and it's pretty interesting to see their own or XAI's Grok make some decisions as well. See what could Tesla potentially do here? Because yes, we know that the 7,500 federal tax credit is ending by the end of this quarter. So you pretty much have to take delivery by the end of the quarter, September 30th. So once October 1st rolls around, October 1st of 2025, and you have not purchased yet, that basically is the end. The 7,500, you will not be able to get it, whether you qualify or whether you won't, because right now, if you buy a Tesla vehicle, a Model 3 or Model Y, you get it at a point of sale discount. And so this could be some impactful value here. So here's the question. What could Tesla do next? Could they drop the price by 7,500 just as a one shot? I mean, we've seen it before in the past. Could Tesla stomach that? I mean, that's really the question here. But I don't think, I mean, that could be one scenario here, but I don't think they're actually going to do that. Could they drop the prices by 3,000 to 4,000? That's probably a more than likely scenario. But really, I mean, they've got a different amount of things that they could use to try and build more value in the price that they've done before in the past, that I think maybe they'll go to try and release some of those first, like full self-driving. It's $8,000 now. They could potentially add that on as some sort of valuation, whether it's 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, or maybe even longer, because people know that it's getting better and it does have some perceived value across the board. Or what about just going straight to 0%? That's also pretty impactful as well. Just 0% financing across the whole lineup. If you think about some of the other manufacturers, some of them, if you buy, you might not get the full 7,500, but they are using things like 0% financing to push that. And so maybe we don't see 0% right away, but maybe in the fourth quarter we do, but then there isn't necessarily a 7,500 federal tax credit. And what about free supercharging? That was a deal that we used to see like way back when. Of course, it was on like the Model S and Model X. Maybe we see it on the Cybertruck as well, and plus all the different models that come for everything out there. And this could be a combination of all of these, but I guess my question to you all is, which one of these would you want to see as a discount or incentive for some of the Tesla lineups that, you know, once the 7,500, would you rather not take the cash in some of these instead? Or are you trying to get a delivery of a Tesla vehicle before the tax credit ends? But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. This kind of was inspired to me by Drake. He posted this. I hope at the beginning of quarter four, we don't see Tesla just lower pricing. Tesla could stun everyone and offer a 7,500 or something similar as a manufacturer rebate at the start of quarter four. I like that better because lowering prices, because it tremendously helps subprime buyers seek loans. To a bank, the rebates are a down payment. And if you talk to people that are looking for a sub $40,000 vehicle, most don't even think about Tesla because they think it's a $100,000 vehicle. Tesla has to find a way to educate these buyers. So he's basically saying, like, instead of a Tesla losing that, they would be able to put it as a manufacturer rebate so that people could use it as financing, as a financing option for financing a Tesla vehicle. Kevin had a pretty interesting idea here. What if they just added on a 5,000 to 7,500 Tesla shop credit, like something that could be used for upgrades, warranties, wall chargers, service credit, or anything like that? That could be an interesting one for sure. And what's interesting with this is that someone actually tagged Grok on these posts, and Grok had some fascinating things to talk about. Talked about how, like, the recent moves with Tesla, how they've dropped different prices, and that, quote, Tesla will likely lower Model 3 and Model Y prices by $4,000 to $5,000 to offset the loss of the 7,500 federal tax credit, while bundling perks like free full self-driving transfers, 0% financing to sustain demand. This mirrors past strategies in the past amid competition. So I guess I'm trying to make this video out there because yes, everybody I feel like is, we're waiting to rush to try and buy a Tesla and maybe trying to combine it with some sort of incentive like 0%, 1.99 or whichever. But maybe it won't be the end of the day if you don't make that deadline, because it still is Q4 afterwards. In Q4, we've always seen some fantastic incentives, fantastic promotions in the past as well. And like taking a look at Cybertruck, Grok says that Tesla may implement a $5,000 to $6,000 price cut to offset the expiring $7,500 credit, paired with 0% financing extensions and free full self-driving transfers. This targets its premium market while boosting demand based on past adjustments. And so it could be a very interesting quarter, especially as we wait to see what type of incentives come out for this quarter. I still think it's going to be a little bit later this month, maybe even after the earnings call, and then it's also the next quarter or even the next month in these next few months as well. But let us know, what would you want to take delivery if the $7,500 federal tax credit does end? Sawyer posted this. Tesla should spread the word about this to as many people as possible about the $7,500 ending, because I guess I don't know if a lot of people out there know about it, if they care about it, or like is it even pushing any sort of pressure on people to even try and have this demand to buy a Tesla vehicle or electric vehicle as well. I think it's like lukewarm. Like I think people, if they're in the market, they knew about it. If they're not in the market, they don't care about a $7,500 federal tax credit ending at either way. But let us know what your thoughts. Chasing Nines posted this. Tesla should lift the referral limit and boost the bonus 0.99 on everything and push the federal tax credit going away. Blow out Q3 and make it its biggest quarter that Tesla has ever had, because holy heck, Q4 is going to be quite the hangover. And so 0.99, hey, 0%, 0.99, 1.99, it's all essentially the same. So it's all a great deal at the end of the day. Even that 1.99, even if it's like a combination of like 1.99 plus free supercharging, I mean, they can literally stack on all the deals. But I think the one thing here is awareness. That's a common thread, and maybe it's an affordability thing. And so I would love to see like fantastic lease payments across the board on all of the different models, plus like a financing if they want to go that route as well, because that seems to be what the industry norm is at the moment in terms of trying to promote lower interest rates and also lower financing payments, leasing payments, like the $599 Hummer lease the other day that we talked about. But in terms of that, the Tesla is updating the updates of the Model S. We've got a new fantastic photo of the Model S Plaid, which I really feel like if you're going to be buying a Model S or a Model X, the Model S is going to be your best bet across the board, or Model S Plaid, because it is the only one with any sort of change with that. And just a quick announcement, if you're going to be in the Bay Area on July 26th, we will also be at X Takeover. It's a Tesla event, and they've given us a promo code if you want to save money on the ticket. I mean, it's a $33 ticket, but you can save 10% off by using promo code Dennis down below here. Actually, I didn't even put it in the description, but here's the link for it, and promo code Dennis. I'll be there, so if you're there as well, I think our Tesla vehicle will be in the show. So if you want to check it out, it's going to be a cool event it's one of the largest Tesla meetups, SpaceX meetups, just I guess technology meetups on the West Coast, with a bunch of different sponsors, with a bunch of different prizes and different venues and everything. So definitely check it out right there. I put it on the link if you want to join promo code Dennis, so you can save some money as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. What do you think is going to be happening in Q4 or even this next quarter with incentives and everything? If you're planning on financing your Tesla, then there's one thing you need to do before you even apply: protect your credit. Seriously, because here's the wildest part. Bank of America just had a data breach recently, and they didn't even tell customers for a month. That means your social, your phone number, and your email could have already been out there, and you'd have no clue. Most companies wait on average of 277 days to report a breach. That's 9 months where your identity is exposed and you're the last to know. That's why I use Aura, today's sponsor. Aura constantly scans the dark web and lets me know if anything tied to me shows up: my social, bank info, or any of my personal information. And that's not just for breaches. There's so many different tools I use with Aura. Want to reduce those pesky spam calls? Aura's got it. Want to remove your data, like your addresses, phone numbers, from those sketchy broker sites? Aura has that too. They will also include $5 million in identity theft insurance, and everything's packed into one clean app. You can try it free for 14 days at aura.com/DennisCW. I'll put that in the description as well. Don't wait until someone else tells you your data is at risk. That's like turning on Sentry mode after your car got keyed. Protect your credit before you apply. I'm doing it and you should too.